Hey everyone, Terry Arbor here for the next installment in Guitarjitsu. I apologize for the couple of weeks with no video. I was told to get out of my truck into another truck. I'm a truck driver. And I had no room for whiteboards and guitars. It's very cramped, very little storage, so I had no choice. But I'm going to try to upload 2 videos today. Now in the last one we got through with the minor pentatonic, and I said I was going to show you all of the extra notes and some things about the minor pentatonic that make it really awesome, or the major pentatonic too, that make it really awesome and very useful. So that's what we're going to do in this video. It's going to be the pentatonic extras that hardly anyone ever mentions too much. Makes a big difference in your playing though. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we have our box 1. I'm just going to show you these things in box 1 because you'll be able to easily apply these concepts to all the other boxes of the pentatonic. But if you look, we got a wall here that's like one side of the box, and we got a wall here that's kind of like the other side of the box. And it's a 2-note per string scale. But you can play chromatic notes by simply adding a note in each spot. I hope that's visible. I've never used red before. Yeah, it looks like it is. You can add these notes in, and you can basically just fill the box in with notes. It's hard to do at this angle. You can fill the box in with notes. Now, not that you would play all of these notes all the way through one after the other. You would use these notes as passing tones. Because let's say this is the 5th fret in the key of A, which you know is my favorite key. Some of these notes wouldn't sound good if you rested on the note. But if you play through there as a passing tone, the ear can't pick up that that's a dissonance, that it has a dissonance in it. So the note may be out of the scale and not sound good if you stayed on it, but you can pass through it. So you can make up all kinds of licks by pedaling off a note. I'll show you some stuff with the guitar when we get through this. But this is the chromatic concept with the pentatonic scale. I'm going to show you something else in just a second. Okay, I'm going to show you something else that I use more actually than the chromatic stuff, is the one inside-outside method. You can add one note to each string of your pentatonic boxes, one note to each string of the scale, but it has to be on one end or the other, either on the inside or the outside. Generally, when there's a 4-fret stretch, I'll either put the extra note here or here. I'll hardly ever go a fret above or beyond because it's uncomfortable to the hand. So let's put a note here. That's an extra note. With these three fret stretches, you can add the extra note above or below. Let's go above on those two. That's what I generally do anyway. When I play box 1, I'll add these notes in. It sounds kind of modal a little bit. With this one here, you got a choice. You got a choice with all of them, but this one here, you can put one here or one here. Let's go ahead and put the extra note out here. See, it's on either side of the box. You can put a note on the inside or the outside of the box. Inside or outside. See what I'm doing? And so on these, I'm going to put an extra note on the inside of the bottom part of the box. This is just one configuration. But see, now we've taken the pentatonic scale by adding notes to it on the inside or outside of the box on either end. We've created a 3-note per string scale. But again, you can see your underlying pentatonic scale inside of it, and you're going to resolve to your pentatonic notes, probably to your root note or your chord tones of the chord. Of course, you know, you've done Guitarjitsu up to this point. You know your major and minor chords based off the root. You know you know the progression fragment. So if you want to resolve to the root note of the chord that they're playing at the moment, then you can simply apply the progression fragment, whatever it is, with your root note, and then land on that, resolving to it. But anyway, the point is, you don't actually land on these extra notes, or some of them may sound good, but you concentrate on the notes, land on the notes of your pentatonic. And you could bend up to the notes of the pentatonic. You can be very creative. That's the whole point of this, is to be creative with your scales. Be creative with the pentatonic so that you can make the kind of sound that you want to make and really express yourself. So I hope you got this. We could have put a note here, or we could have put a note up here or on another fret, but that would have been very difficult. So on these 4 fret stretches, I don't ever do it. I either add a note here or here. Let's see here, we put it outside the box, and then outside, inside. And you can apply this to all the boxes of the pentatonic. All of them work the same way. And you can mix and match. You could do a note here instead of this one, and then keep that the same. You know, that's kind of following the minor scale. But you don't have to know that. You don't have to know that. You can just say, hey, that sounds good. And that's the most important key to this, is use your ear. With these extra notes and all this stuff. Do what sounds good to you, and it doesn't really matter if it sounds good to other people, but it will. Some people will like it. If it sounds good to you, they're probably going to like it too. So that's that. I hope you get the concept of the extra notes in the pentatonic. It was a freeing, a very liberating thing when I learned it, because all of a sudden I said, wow, so I can add these other notes in for these faster runs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get the guitar and try to demonstrate some of these things with my LTD. It's an awesome guitar. I'll be right back. Okay, this is my beloved LTD. Yeah. I played this guitar at the Guitar Center for about a year. And it just stayed on the shelf. I would just go there on the weekends and play it. Finally saved up enough money to make it mine, and it's hadn't got too many dings on it. So hope this is not too loud and stuff. I have no way to know. Anyway, this is the box one. And you can add these notes. And that's adding one to the bottom of the scale. And on the 3, I didn't show this on the diagram, but I'm adding one to the 3 fret stretch. I'm adding one to the bottom of the box here. So this is a 3 fret stretch. I'm adding this note in. Chromatically, I've been going. Could do that too. See how I resolved back to the pentatonic scale? And I'm just adding a note to the bottom of the box. I mean, to the inside of the box right here. This is a normal. And I'm adding these notes in. And that's just, you can just play. You can just play. Now what I did right there, and it's another tip, you want to play blues and have bluesy sounding stuff, go to the bottom or the upper part of each box and say this is top of box 1 right here. Okay? you go one step below and bend up and then resolve to your root, or resolve to another note. So went up to the top, the extension box in box 2, and put a note right below it. It's against the added in note, but I'm bending up to the box. Down one past the bottom of the box 1, bending up. Anyway, it's fun. You can just sit here all day just making stuff up. Box 3. That turns into the minor scale when you add the extra notes in. Box 3's here. You add an extra note in here. Extra note in here. There you go. You can do it that way, or you can go. There's a root. A little blues scale. Blues chord I made up. I could easily go with a minor. Anyway, I hope that's not too confusing. Just add in the extra notes and have fun with it. And I'm going to cover eventually fast alternate picking. Put down below the bottom of box 5, the note on the box 5, bent up. Supply these things. Let me know if you got any questions. This is a fun one. I'm going to do another video now on the major pentatonic, and so I hadn't done one in a while. I'll do 2. So stay tuned. It's going to upload pretty soon too. If you got any questions, if you got any questions, comment below. I'll do my best to answer, or I'll make another video if it's too complicated to answer in a comment. Like and subscribe. Blow this channel up. Blow it up. Get this out there so people aren't trying to do the cage system. You know, when you get these root notes and chords and everything you learn is based on these root notes. It's just such an awesome, all-encompassing system, you know, that you can learn. Anyway, that's enough said, guys. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. I am so grateful. I'm just blown away. I have right now at this time I have 43 subscribers, and to me that's awesome. Okay, that's awesome. The fact that it keeps growing in number, and I'm just surprised that I'm actually helping people, and that's what I want to do, is just help people, you know, understand the guitar so they can learn it faster than I did. Anyway, love you guys. See you next time.